So Asians are now deciding that they want to benefit from the privileges of being an oppressed minority group. They are seeing that playing the victim is quite rewarding in today's society, so they're calling for the segregation of Asian spaces. So over the weekend, we saw this viral video going around of a half Asian woman who is half white complaining about white people being in Asian grocery stores. She said that even if they're minding their own business and being completely respectful, that she needs to glare at them because why are they here? She's so mad about white people being there. Let's take a look.
Myself from giving snark to the white people at Asian grocery stores. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I can't stop doing it. Like, I just side eye every time I see you there. What are you doing here? And like, arguably I could be in the right if they're like, you know, taking up space loudly, but I do it even when they're not. I do it when I just see you down the aisle way picking out like your pre-made sushi. I'm over there like, I know I'm wrong for it because like, especially if it's a small mom and pop grocery store, which I just got back from, like, go support them.
So a lot to unpack there, but you know, my immediate response to this is that, God, everyone just wants the right to be a mean girl these days. You know, as a Asian myself, I feel like I have a specific authority to talk about this. And as a white Asian person, how can you possibly feel like you need to single out other people on the basis of them being white? Half of your family is white. Do you resent the fact that you're not purely Asian? Are you that much of a racial purist? Because wanting to shame white people for being in Asian grocery stores, which you also said supports the owners of these Asian grocery stores, wanting to shame them must come from a really deep self-hatred that no one is perpetuating but yourself. What is wrong with other people of other cultures and races wanting to learn more or enjoy our food? We commend people that travel the world and learn all about all these other cultures, but then apparently, if you're a white American, doing that same thing is evil. As a proud Asian, I would think that you should be excited to share and teach others what we think is so great. Our favorite foods, our favorite recipes. Why would you not want to show other people how great it is? Unless you are ashamed of it. Exploring other cultures and sharing different foods with different races of people is the beauty of a non-segregated society. I saw some Asian people pushing back on her, but I also saw a number of people doubling down and saying even worse things. Check it out.
I stand with H Mart Girl. I stand with side-eyeing white people who come into Asian spaces after spending decades, i.e. my entire childhood, watching them make fun of my food. Some of the big Asian creators who were like piling onto that girl, they be married to white men. They got that white man by making themselves small, bringing him to dim sum, bringing him to the community center, bringing him to Chinese school. Why is he there? Why did you bring him there? Sujia, I'm looking at you. Why did you bring him there? Why are you with him? You had to literally warp your politics to allow this man to stay in your life. And for the people who are piling on to the original creator, the H Mart Girl, for being Asian, half her family is white. She understands white people, I think, better than a lot of full Asian people because she gets to hear what is going on behind the scenes. And she can be white and Asian at the exact same time. Having one white parent does not make her a traitor to Asianness. It does not make her a fake Asian. She is as Asian American as the rest of us. Period. I have blocked all of the low racial self-esteem Asians that have piled on to H Mart Girl on this app because I don't want to hear anything from them. I've always felt that their takes reeked of sucking up to whiteness, and often I could sniff some anti-blackness in there too, which absolutely not, never on my timeline. I've spent so much time in my own life trying to be pro-BIPOC people, pro-Asian, pro-Black, pro-everyone. I cannot risk their brain worms infecting me. Yeah, so in case you were waiting for my H Mart take and Asian grocery store take.
So I think what's really interesting is that she said, I spent my whole life being pro-everyone, except for white people, actually, and she's anti-Asian women that like white people. This woman really, really enrages me and grosses me out because to imply that Asian women that date white men are somehow betraying their own identity or brainwashing themselves is so disrespectful to Asian women who you claim are your community that you're trying to protect. You're not disrespecting anyone else but them. And this Asian H Mart creator that you're defending, you're basically shaming her mother or father for marrying a white person. But, you know, it's this victimhood and this martyrdom that is capturing the minds of now even Asian American women. And this race purity is so scary because what white people believed 100 years ago was that white women told their sons not to date Asian women just on the basis of them not being white. And we've made so much progress since then with interracial marriage, as I am a testament to. It's not considered taboo, and now you want to reverse Uno this as revenge because some kid made fun of your food. When people are exposed to other cultures, that's when they gain a better understanding of things, and people make fun of and are afraid of the things that they don't understand. So encouraging more division and segregation is not pushing for less racism, it's increasing it. Perpetuating a divide between Asian and white people is the most toxic approach to wanting to end racism. All you actually want is to take the seat that you thought that white people had 100 years ago and take it for your own advantage now and like make them pay for what they did. To call Asian women that date white guys self-hating or like lacking self-esteem, when in reality they just don't see race as a fucking feature of love like you do, is so gross. And the comment about blackness was so out of left field, especially because like growing up, it wasn't just white people that made fun of Asian culture, it was also black people. My mom, who has a very strong Korean accent, who barely knew English when she first moved here, the only people that made fun of her and bullied her and harassed her were Black Americans. And that's not to say anything about them, but to imply that you're like on the same team as any other race is just creating this really strange hierarchy based off of race, which you could also say is based off eugenics, because we have spent the past 100 years pushing for people to understand that race is nothing. But now you want to exile white people just for being white, and then you want to shame Asian people for coexisting with them. You can't make the argument that you are not a racist. This makes me so angry because I have dated men of all different races, including Asian and white. And this woman is basically telling me that I have low self-esteem because my current boyfriend is white. When in reality, I think that my self-esteem is so solid that I don't view the world as like wanting to be a racial purist or wanting to be 100% Asian or 100% white. I very much exist in being mixed, and I wear that proudly, and I don't view Asians or white people as being better than the other. You're making this is a logical fallacy to believe that because some kids made fun of you growing up that all white people are evil and Asians that fall in love with white people are self-hating. Would you tell that to a black woman married to a white man? This is not about wanting to protect their culture or wanting to protect Asians. This is about wanting to take the mean girl card that these people felt that they didn't have growing up and that they think only white people were entitled to. That's what they want. This is not about being a social justice warrior and loving everyone, because they are not loving everyone. They are singling out the people that go against whatever they have hung their hat on as their main racial justice cause. And in the process, they are disrespecting the very people that they apparently want to protect. Nothing reeks more of insecurity about your own race than this. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. I could probably make hundreds of videos on this topic because people have said things like this to me online as well. A lot of Asian people get very angry about the fact that my dad is white and that I am currently dating a white man. So this is definitely a topic that people really expose their inner racism on. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.